Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dominic. I would like to explain to you today about the production line sourcing. Uh, um, as a technical guy, manufacturer engineer or AME or launch manager, uh, whatever, you're gonna be participating in your line sourcing. In my previous lecture, I've already explained to you how to plan a line and how to estimate the cost and everything, how to plan the people, the machine price. And so you have all these all these technology document ready, then you will start to kick off the line sourcing. Um, the first step you're gonna do is to apply for your budget. Yeah, apply for a budget. Use the COM tool to estimate your budget. The COM tool means this one. You prepare all the information for your line, technical and the commercial part, the price, the technical working content, everything, and then you apply for a budget. Deliver it to your controlling, and he will make sure that your budget is big enough to include everything, and make sure all the manufacturing costs will be included. Yeah, this as I previously explained. Also, I've listed out all the manufacturing cost, um, at all the aspect of manufacturing cost. Yeah, collect all of them. Then after your budget is finished, and then you um, prepare the document. Time schedule, of course, SOR. Um, this is the statement of requirement or RFI, RFQ, whatever. They're the same thing. They are the technical requirement or technical specifications for your product line. This is very, very crucial. This is very important. All the suppliers will design the line and according to this document. I will explain it later in the future lectures. Um, and then the component brand list. Some big companies, or maybe all the big companies, they have their component brand list. Yeah. For example, what's their recommend brand for their torque wrench? Or is it the European brands or the American brands or the Japanese brands or the Chinese local brands? You have your first recommendation, second recommendation, third one, and you ask your suppliers choose the first one or second one. You must make them align the brand list, or at least if you some machines that you specified the brand, and your supplier will not change. That you must give a good reason, or at least to make them compare, to make them choose the brand from your list at the same level, and then the price is comparable. Yeah, these are the big three documents that you're gonna um, consider. Of course, there are a lot of other documents, technical documents, all included in SOR. I will explain them later. Okay, after the preparation of a document, go to the bid. Uh, you can go to the supplier bid list. Um, so there are many different suppliers who do the non-standard machines or non-standard product lines. How to choose them? How do you know them? Um, the the best uh, the best way is to go to the exhibitions. Yeah, then to exchange business cards with their suppliers. Make yourself well known or famous in the industry. Make make uh, make friends with them. Well, with the bosses of your suppliers, and then you will have a good reputation in the circle. Then you collect for if your project is very big, then you collect maybe 5 suppliers or more. Um, your company will have the policy to say at least how many suppliers they have to be in the final round of the bidding, and so you will eliminate maybe 2 or 3 suppliers or 20% or 30% of the suppliers during the bidding. Yeah, make sure that you have the enough numbers. Then the second is you should consider the supplier's resources. Yeah, if a supplier have a already working on a lot of big projects, they may not have enough human resource for you. but they may lie. They will bluff. They will say we are okay. We are capable to do your project and deliver it on time. Don't believe them. Yeah, investigate by yourself. Investigate by yourself. Then does the supplier have a good reputation? Does the supplier have some terminated projects with their clients? Do they have a lot of legal conflict with their client? Yeah, investigate by yourself. Avoid this kind of supplier. Okay, then is the change cost expensive? A lot of suppliers they like to rob their clients during the change, or if the design change comes from the supplier. You can avoid them by specifying, for example, 3% of the total price. If the change is under 3% of the total price, the supplier must eat it by itself. They cannot bill us. Or you need to check the price. You need to check the price, make sure the price is reasonable. You need all your bargain skills on the meeting table to discuss with their supplier. Otherwise, they will rob you. They will rob you. You're already on the ship. You cannot jump off. Okay, then how good the supplier will cooperate with you. If the supplier have more than one project is doing with your company, uh, you can use other project to leverage the bargain. Yeah, and this will be not commercially, but also technically or to in the project wise. Yeah. Then you need to know when is your deadline and when is your supplier's deadline. You need to give them a deadline ahead of yours. Okay, that must be clarified. Then you need to identify if the supplier's factory is in your country. If it's not, then it's quite complicated. You need to import the lines from their plant. Avoid this kind of situation. This takes a lot of extra money and extra time. Okay, and you will do a lot of traveling with your team. Unless you really enjoy traveling, I recommend you don't do it. Yeah, they will bring up the project cost significantly. Yeah. Okay. Then the supplier will receive your RSOR and they will give you a quotation with a lot of technical explanations. They will deliver the plan, the plan of the line, layout, of course. Then the critical process solution. You identify some critical processes. For example, some assembly processes which is really difficult. Involves a lot of calculation, simulation. Yeah, and you let the supplier do. This will be a video. This will be a video item. Yeah, you can save a lot of other works. You say if you cannot explain or give a good solution of this critical process, all the rest of your content is useless. Yeah, I will exclude you in this bidding. Yeah, I will eliminate you in this bidding. This is a really a good way to assess your supplier's true technical power. In the 3D, a lot of suppliers they don't provide any specific information during the bidding, but there's a lot of other suppliers they can provide even the 3D of the crucial machine. They will do the design work ahead of their nomination. Even though they will not be nominated, they will do the 3D design or at least some rough 3D design to explain their solutions. Let them do it, yeah, as much as possible. Then you will grade them highly, if their plan is okay, and the quotation the price, of course. Then the hardware list. This is a really interesting part because in CATL, the company I'm working in, we have this kind of policy. The supplier must deliver the hardware list, including all the standard equipment like a servo press, robot, torque wrench, and everything. Yeah. Then our IE team, industrial engineering team, will do price checking. They will use the lowest price in the past 3 years of the whole corporation to make a price list to say, okay, all your hardware worth this money, and your labor cost and the non-standard part cost will have a coefficient, and they will estimate the whole price of the line, and then the supplier must then the purchasing must do the bargaining within this frame. The supplier's final quotation cannot exceed this result. This is a very useful uh, way, or but it has its own disadvantages. But this is a very useful way to eliminate or to limit the price of the supplier. Yeah, but the supplier will get a very low profit. In the future, they may not want to cooperate with you, or they will invest at least resource as possible. Yeah. Okay, then the time plan, of course, and the hierarchy of the team. I will explain it later. And then the next step will be assessing the plans, the technical solutions from your supplier, and grade them. You have a technical grades and a commercial grades in a bidding process. Uh, uh, First, you need to identify a video team, a video item. As I explained earlier, if it's a crucial process, they cannot fix or they cannot explain it clearly, then they are out. Okay, then have technical meetings with your suppliers, maybe 3 rounds to each, to rectify their documents. They will give you a lot of information, and a lot of information will be missing as well. Maybe they don't understand your SOR. Maybe they haven't read all the information you gave them, and there will be a lot of missing information or misunderstood. Rectify them. Make sure they are unified from the standard point of view. Okay. Then align all the solutions from each suppliers. If your company is cost oriented, only the price determines. In CATL, the game works like this. All the suppliers uh, they will be graded, but there will be only yes or no, which means if the supplier's technical solution has passed the technical team's assessment, um, it's yes, it's a yes, and no matter high their grade is, they will only be considered as passed. Then the lowest price, the supplier with the lowest price will win the bidding. So this is quite unfair for the good suppliers or the bad suppliers, which or the so suppliers. Yeah. For example, if a supplier is 95 has a 95 grades and the other one has a 60 grades, they all can pass. They can pass the assessment, technical assessment. But the the 60 grades supplier, they have a much lower price than the good one, and they will win the bidding. This is also a method that the company forces the technical team to put on their efforts to make sure the supplier deliver a good result. Yeah, this is a very how to put it, clever, or a I don't know, but you guys think about it. Is this game, this rule good or bad for the project? You can think about it. Yeah. And so if your company is something like this, has a policy or something like this, you make sure their technical solutions align. Then they can uh, you can grade them and make sure your grade have a good evidence. All must be written. Yeah, must be written, and you will have the suppliers at the end will have a meeting that to explain their solutions publicly, yeah, to the commercial and the technical team. Then at the last, it comes to the bidding process. The purchasing will take care of the price comparison, of course, technical grade. technical grades plus the commercial grade. If your company works in this way, I think will be a better. You have a better influence. You have a better power to influence the bidding result. Yeah, but and last, the purchasing will recommend the client supplied parts. For example, the robots. If your company is big enough, they will get a better price for the robots. They will get a better price for the robot than the line supplier. So you purchase the robot by yourself and deliver it to the line supplier. They will be happy to take it, and this price will be deducted. Of course, those suppliers will lose the chance to earn this profit for purchasing those parts, but they have to take it. They have no choice. Yeah. Okay, and the last session will be the nomination. So after the bidding has finished, the supplier is nominated. The line will be kicked off, and the project will be kicked off. These are the teams that will be executing the project. According to my experience, there will be team from the business unit, the from the team from the plant, and the team from the line supplier. Yeah. Sometimes there will be two launch managers, one from the business unit and one from the plant. You normally which team writes the SOR, which team drives the project. Yeah, you need to know which launch manager is responsible for the project, and he will be responsible for everything. So this responsibility must be clarified from the beginning. Okay, and then the launch manager must deliver the results to the project manager. Also, the R&D team, the manufacturing team, and the manufacturing engineering team must deliver mm, deliver the project's results to the project manager. Uh, for the launch manager or the ME team, what's the biggest result they're gonna deliver to the project manager um, will be the progress of the product line. Yeah, and the suppliers work like this. There will be a project manager. Their acquisition team and the solution engineer delivers a good technical solution or good plan for the line. Then the project manager takes over the project, let the design team put the solution to the actual detailed design, and the operation team will build the lines according to the design team. So this project manager is very crucial. Make sure this guy has a good responsibility and he's smart and he is willing to take the project to a winning. Yeah, and if he does not if he does not have a good cooperation with you or with his um, client, you need to know who is his boss. Normally, you are a launch manager, or you are a uh, manufacturer engineer. You must build a good relationship with their supplier's boss. You know, you must have a better you have some dinners or have some teas or coffees with their boss, and then if the project manager works good, then you speak something good to his boss. If he does not, then make sure his boss has all the pressure to him, or change or switch him to another a good one. So the line will be the project will be carried out smoothly and according to your time schedule. Yeah. If he does not listen, escalate to his boss. This is basically the everything we need to take care during the sourcing of the line. Yeah. Thank you.